Hey guys, I want to walk you through a transparency case study of ranking using backlinks and show you some of the guys at the top of their game, what those keywords are worth real quick, and how it is that you can compete to get there, and how many different ways you can use that to your advantage. All right, so for instance, in a city like Los Angeles, we got 4 million residents. So a search for something like Los Angeles locksmith turns out to produce about 3,500 searches a day. And that's not so surprising because when we check the calculator, that means it's 8% basically to 8 to 9% of 1% of the population per day, which means each person losing their keys like once every 13 years. Unlucky number of years, right? So there you have it. Now, if I were to take a look at the results, we got ads. These guys are paying, so they're going through the pain of paying. Then we have guys in the local listings. Fine, they're the ones with real addresses in the area. Then when we come down, we got Yelp, okay? Top best 10 and top best 10. Okay, well, that means if I click that link, it doesn't give me a phone number. It gives me 10 more listings I have to take a look through. Well, I might keep scrolling down to see what else is here. And oh, there you go. There's the first real result with a phone number right here. You know, I could just call the phone number already. That's kind of cool. Well, you got that guy, that guy. Let's say we're going to price check the top 3 and then make a decision, right? Okay, well, you know how it goes. When people land on the page, they start by calling some of these top guys, and then very quickly in the day, those guys get busy. They're booked, right? Because there's 3,500 searches a day. The guys who are paying the hardest get the first guys. Guess what happens? They're busy. They don't care what happens to the rest of the leads for the day. They can't handle them. So you know what? Trickle down. These guys get called. Pretty soon they're busy. Trickle down more. Nobody wants to really click just to have to search all over again. We did this search right here on Google, so we don't have to do yet another search. But what do you think these guys are doing? They rank here, and then guess what? They sell. They got sponsored links. In the top of the 10 guys who are paying for the sponsored links, it doesn't matter if they're good or not. They're just calling them the best. Top 10. Best cheap locksmiths. But these guys, literally the 10, are paying for the ads. Okay. Now, when you scroll down, these guys are organic. They're not paying anybody. They're just getting clicked on for free. By the time we get down here, it's probably 20% of the searches for the day. Let's just say that. So out of the 3,500 initial, going through bigger fleets and smaller companies, we come down here. Any one of these guys might pick up their share out of, say, 20%. So that would be, what, like 700 people are going to consider these 3 guys. Let's say each of them would wind up getting a third of the attention. That'd be 250 a day. Let's say out of that 250 a day, 10% actually choose them. And then who knows what happens with the rest. Maybe they got to trickle down. Okay, so that 10% that chooses them is like an average 25 jobs per day to each of them. So if they've got 3 guys in the field, those guys are making like $500 a day profit because each guy they do is going to bring them like $100 profit. Okay, locksmith's going to make like an average 100 profit on each job. Okay, and then the house that sends them the jobs, dispatches them, they get the rest. So say the house is getting like 1,000 a day. Okay, each locksmith's getting 500 a day, and the world moves on. So how much do you think something like this is worth when you can show up in here? Well, if you think about it, those are worth like $2,500 of profit a day. That would be $25,000 in 10 days or $75,000 worth of business a month, right? So you're talking about like $950,000 in total business annually, you know, that's coming off of these keyword sets, okay? So if you're even up in here, you're going to be able to charge based on like there, how much you pay them, okay? So how serious do you think these results have to be? How hard would it be to compete to get a website up in this spot? Because what if you could get one of your websites in that spot? Then you can refer the calls through your website to them. You can sell the leads. Or you can offer all 3 of these guys, hey, this website here, that's mine. I can direct it to any one of you guys. It gets to be a second website pointing at you. Or you could even rent it to somebody down here who would love to be higher up the list. Heck, you could rent to somebody way down low or somebody on the ads, you know, wherever they got regular companies like that one or that one. These guys would probably kill to be on the front page if you don't see them on the front page. Okay, when you look up and down, you don't see them. Well, there you go. They would kill to have some kind of organic listing there and just buy the leads off of that. Something cheaper than ad. because ads are sold at auction, right? Highest bidder wins, and that eats away all the profit, right? But just selling them a certain amount per lead, or renting them the site per month, or flat out selling them the website and letting them deal with it from there. Wouldn't it be cool to just build up a website in a couple of months, get it to rank really high, and then just sell it to the first bidder or the highest bidder? If you offer it to like 3 and tell them, hey, they got a week to put in their highest bid, and then you'll just tell each guy what the highest bid is until somebody finally says, I'll buy it for that. And you say, okay, you're the highest bidder. And they go, great. And they buy it. If they back out second to the highest bidder, sell it to the second highest bidder. Either way, you're good to go. Now, having said that, how insanely hard has it got to be? A lot of people say, well, you've got to have a location in the area. So you got to start by renting a place or something like that. And the answer is no, you don't. All right, let's pick on these guys. So Los Angeles Locksmith.me. These are the guys with the most material. Okay, they have lots of pages, a big blog. They've been running it forever. They got tons of content on there. Then we've got another website that's got a lot of content as well. Then we've got this guy, and he's just surprising because he has very little content. Okay, so I'm going to pick on him the most, but I'm also going to pick on him. And let's just say this guy fought hard to stay above these two guys anyway, and probably did a lot of overkill in the process. But hey, that's the way it is. Now let's take a look at masterlocksmithla.com here. If I go to the Wayback Machine, they're only about not even quite 3 years old. It's like April of 2017. Okay, so not even 3 years old yet. All right, so they're kind of a newcomer, so to speak, and they're certainly a newcomer to the very, very top of Los Angeles Locksmith. Wow, they must have some really incredible website. All right, having said that, I'm going to flip to a different page. See, I've been showing you results in an incognito window so that we can all trust them because these are not skewed by personal touch. So let me just flip here and continue on. Okay, forget the bar for a minute. This is a Moz toolbar. It is not part of their website, right? This is an overlay that we put on so we can study stats. We make the invisible visible by drawing it out and taking a good look at it, right? Now, before we get into all that, let's start with this. That website right there, okay, we just scroll down. This is a pretty basic website. There's nothing major to this thing at all. Not just that. Do you notice how there's not hardly any content on this page? Pretty interesting, huh? They got a pretty cool banner here with about like 3 images or so. But you know what? We have that. That's nothing. So nothing new, nothing different. We've got one here. Where's my industrial? Right there. Let me just show you something really fast. See this? If I take a look at the live demo real quick, just to show you what I mean. Kind of the same slider, right? If anything, it's even a little cooler, right? All right, there you go. So just letting you know that that's not so surprising or anything. Now, let's get back to this, okay? So if we look through their menu, they must have a lot of pages, right? Wait a minute. No, they don't. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 9, right? And if we do a search on Google, sure enough, we find that there are only 9 pages on the entire website. They don't even have a big sitemap. They've got 9 pages, okay? That's about it, all right? Then you say, well, heck, okay, so they're not even 3 years old. They only have a 9-page website. They must have like a lot of content on some of these pages. No, man, this is one of the pages that has the most content on it. There. That was it. See that? Matter of fact, I did a count. Literally, word count for the entire website's just over 1,600 words. Okay? 1,600 words. Okay? You can type that probably in a few hours. Right? Just from your head, right? If you're a locksmith typing for your own business, wouldn't take you long at all to figure out what you want to say on the About Us page and on each of these 3 tabs. And then testimonials are just testimonials. Some of that wording you just paste in. And then what? Gallery and Contact Us. Testimonials page. Got to be a ton of testimonials, right? Something incredible. Nah, it turns out there's 2. Clara from Strasbourg and Hyla Bahari. And if I keep going, it's back to Clara again. Then it's back to Heidi again. Oh, wow. Or Hyla, whatever her name is. And then it's like, wow, that's it? 2 testimonials. Must have some really huge gallery. Well, I wouldn't say really huge. They got 6 links here that don't even have proper text linkage. It says image 1 on image 1. image 2, image 3, 4, 5, and 6. How's that for ridiculous? Okay, that's not optimized. Wow, they must have a lot of social media. No, it turns out that this is just pointing at the exact same page. None of these exist. Okay, clicking on them goes nowhere, just stays right here on this page. Okay, doesn't matter what you click on, Facebook link, stays right here on this page. Wow. Okay, well, they must have really gotten an incredibly good address right downtown in the thick of it all. No, they did not. Before I get to that, well, no, let me just show you. Okay, this is their address. This is 8564 West Pico Boulevard, right? 8564 West Pico Boulevard in Los Angeles, California. Okay, so we're in Los Angeles, California, and we're looking in, and you know what? That's the address behind this tree. And when I check, it's some kind of an educational center, some religious training center. Zero to do with a locksmith. You know what that means? They are not even at that address, right? Maybe. Well, that's just it. Maybe there used to be some other locksmith here once, but who knows, man? This is not a locksmith. Okay, let's come back to this. So then you think, well, okay, man, we've exhausted everything else that makes any sense. They don't have a ton of age. They don't have a lot of content. They got like 9 pages, right? They don't have any social media feeds. They don't even have a real address, but they're showing up top of the organics. So they must be really, really optimized for the keyword Los Angeles locksmith, right? Let's do a control F on the page for Los. Okay, there's 6, 7, Angeles. Okay, there's 7. 0. They don't have the phrase Los Angeles locksmith anywhere on their website. Well, okay. Or anywhere on the web page that's ranking. This is the web page that's ranking. It's the one that's supposed to be optimized for the term. And no, they don't use it once. Okay. They use Los Angeles here and there. They use locksmith here and there. Yeah, they're relevant. But they do not use the phrase as a keyword anywhere on that page. It's got to be in their source code, right? We must be missing it because it's in the source code. No, Los Angeles, we got 14 in the source code. Nothing. Not at all. The page doesn't even say Los Angeles locksmith. How in the world are they ranking for it? Hey, by the way, I pointed out that their address isn't real, right? Let's take a look at one of the other guys that showed up. I said I was going to pick on was ASAP Locksmith, right? So they're like right here above Master Locksmith LA, right? And just to dispel the rumors about addresses and stuff, right? If you look, and you have to look, ASAP Locksmith, and you're trying to find them for real because you can't like get their address. They're just showing you the service area. Then you finally dig down deep and you find an address and you say, okay, 7125 Lindley Avenue, Los Angeles, California. Let's go take a look at that. 7125 Lindley. What? Okay, look, there's the address, all right? And then I scooted over slightly just to see what was around that corner, right? Nothing. This is dead. There is no locksmith here. There is a no trespassing sign. And unless that's the locksmith's office, it's branded badly, says United. All right, let me turn around. I mean, is it behind them? No, there's a parking lot. Right? I mean, this is a parking lot. There's no locksmith anywhere to be seen. I've gone up and down the street. There's stuff here. Not a locksmith, okay? There's homes. All right? I've gone up and down and looked all over the place. There's no locksmith here. There's not even a sign that there used to be a locksmith here, unless this used to say 1 hour locksmith. Maybe, but that's not even their brand name, is it? So I doubt it. All right, so what's the point I want to make next? All right, let's step back and think about this again for a minute. Let's throw on our mouse toolbar and take a look. There's only one last thing that can answer for the ranking, and it's what you would think is left. When you exhaust everything on site that can explain their rank and you don't find enough, you realize they are about Los Angeles and they are about locksmith. So surely those words exist on more than one page of their site, and they're a standalone website, a regular website. Okay, then Google can tell. They are a Los Angeles locksmith, right? So how in the world is it that they're ranking? How is ASAP Locksmith ranking with a burnt down building that they're calling their office, right? How are these guys ranking? Well, first of all, remember how organic results work. Addresses have nothing to do with it. Whether your webpage really means that you are a Los Angeles locksmith actually has nothing to do with it at all. Google will rank whatever fits the keyword criteria best, right? So that means a combination of pages on your website for the keyword plus what? A combination of backlinks off the website. Now, by the way, are we thinking about backlinks for their entire site, like all their pages, links pointing at every page? Or are we saying, well, the page that is doing the ranking for this term, okay, that's the page authority. So how many links on that page? Okay, let me show you finally what starts to make some sense. Okay, if we start with the top of the organics, because this is where you even bother to measure backlinks. There's no point measuring backlinks here directly. These guys are showing up here because of a number of things. They're getting lots of real reviews, usually. They're not really real, but whatever. And they have done the whole postcard thing with Google, so Google can verify that they're really there, that kind of thing, right? Having said that, and there are some tricks to this too, but I'm not even going to go sideways into all that, all right? These guys have snippet data, and they've also proven themselves, okay, most guys can't get up here, but you don't need to. Remember, you've got like 3,500 searches a day because the city's so vast, right? You get trickle down from the top down. There's only going to be 3 guys here no matter how hard everyone competes. There's only going to be like 3 guys that show up here no matter how hard everyone competes. After that, it's organics. All right. First things we're seeing is Yelp. You know why? Yelp fought hard so that they could sell sponsored links to 10 of these guys. If we look, the best 10 keys and locksmiths in Los Angeles, California, we click on it. Okay, already did. The best 10 keys and locksmiths in Los Angeles, California. Guess what? You scroll down, you're going to count 10. There are 10. Okay, request a quote buttons and stuff like that. There are 10 here. Now, were they the best? They're the sponsored results. They're the guys who bid to be here. And what does this say? Business owners paid for these ads. For more information, visit Yelp for business owners. Wasn't that interesting? Yelp is leeching off Google results in order to resell ads of their own. And they're calling these the best 10 guys. So there are going to be some people that get lost up in this and hung up in this. Some people come back because they're frustrated trying to figure that out. They just scroll down. The rest of the people are just going to scroll down. Some of them are just straight looking for a phone number. Some of them are looking for 1, 2, or 3, or 4 guys to call, get price comparisons through. Having said all that, what is the denominator that makes sense? Okay, well, Yelp. Yelp, for their main domain, that's 780,000 other websites that have links pointing in at them, making them one of the biggest websites in the world. Okay, at least in English. And then out of that, okay, they don't have any links anywhere that point into this exact page or that one, but they have so much bleed over, right? Link juice inside their website that sort of rolls through the website and happens to get, some of it gets in these pages. So these pages have high rank as well. So without any links at all, they can manage to pull this off. You know what the reality check is? These can be beat. Sometimes there are 3 of these. Sometimes there are 2. Meaning the guys down here who are pushing a little harder tend to push up and knock one of these guys off the list. Why is that? Because Yelp is not fully about keys and locksmiths. They're about everything under the sun. So their whole website isn't mainly about this. It's about everything. So a guy whose website is mainly about that, if he works hard, he can beat them. And then these guys can too. They can all climb in a rank. Okay. Having said that, let's take a look at the first real company here. Okay. They got 182 real domains, other domains linking into their website. But of those, only 136 are pointing at this exact page. Okay, so their authority and their ability to rank on this website or for this keyword is based on 136 domains pointing at the main page of their site. Okay, because it's the main page that's showing up for this keyword. If I said something like Los Angeles residential locksmith, then we're going to see wholly different scores for those pages, right? But this is a good model, so take a look. Yelp's winning because their domain authority is so insanely high that the page authority gets the bleed over effect. But when you're a regular company, you've got to contend with reality, right? We kind of live on planet Earth, not on planet Yelp. So we're going to start down here. And what do you need to beat these guys? Well, you got to be able to compete. This guy's got 180 odd other domains pointing in at him. This guy's got 291. This guy's got 175. Then you're down to 68, okay? Now, let me step back and make 2 points. One, not all backlinks are equal. You might say, why is the 291 down here and the 182 way up there? Well, that's because probably the 291 has a bunch more links that are just comments at the bottom of a WordPress article that may not even have anything to do with locksmiths, okay? Lesser quality means more backlinks necessary to rank, okay? So they may have to work harder to rank because they have, more crap. Or, lesser quality backlinks. But let's get back down to this and we'll see that the trend makes a lot of sense. So look, 136 other domains point to the main page. It's way up here, 136. 145 pointed this one. 76 pointed this one. 63 pointed Infinity Locksmith here, right? Then it goes down to 43, then down to 17. Do you see a trend? I do. Eventually, you might start seeing some other crap. Look at that, 46. Probably not quite the quality of these 17 or 43, right? That's why it's down here. Then you get 6. Okay, this guy's here. Now, I'm probably on page 2 already, right? My results are set to show the top 100 results, okay? Then you start seeing whatever you see. There's 61, 29. See how none of these guys are even competitive? They started, but they really don't know what it takes to compete or they would keep going. Do you get it? See how the numbers are so low? Look at that. It's constant. 37, 10, 9, 49, 69. Get it? Right? So can you beat tons of these guys and start climbing a rank? Yeah. So what happens if you created a website and you took this poor guy down here, angel-locksmith.com, with only 9 links pointing into the main page, but he's got 115 total. So you know he's trying to be in the game, but he's not doing very well. And we just decided from the outside to drive backlinks at him to raise that number from 9 to, all the ones we're going to drive at him. So before we start, you know what we do? Take some snapshots. We'd figure out his position, which is 17, according to Maz. It's 17. Okay, he's on page 2, number 7, right? And he's got a page authority of 24, 15 links from 9 root domains. We could even go look up what they are and list them. Okay, total links on total domains for his entire website with a domain authority of only 11. If you have 115 domains pointing at you and all you've got is a domain authority of 11, then those links are just not as strong as they could be, right? That's all. All right, so anyway, we could take that snapshot and call it the before and go take a list of those domain names and just say, this is what this guy had. Then we can decide to create a lot of backlinking sites that point right at this guy, watch these numbers climb, and watch him rise from number 17 through 16, 15, 14, 13. I'll just start to climb, right? And then we just take snapshots on the way up. Let's say we get him up to something like, even if it's 11, right? Top of the second page. We got him from 17 to 11. Or if you want to make your point, shove him to number 10. Take the snapshot when he's up here, right? Send it to him. Say, hey, look, I drove you totally for free from 17 to 10, okay? If you want to pay me, I'll keep pushing you up, right? Hop on a monthly with me, and I'll keep driving you up so you can be more and more and more competitive. I got you on the front page. You might even be seeing a trickle of traffic. It just depends on whether the spillover reaches all the way down through the page. But in any case, let me help push you to the top. Guy might very well say, heck yeah, what do you want to do? And you could say, at this point, you might just be, I'll rent the website from you, and as you pay rental by the month, I can do more of this work to get you higher up. Get it? Now, either that or stay quiet. Shove them all the way to the top. Shove them like way up here, Get them up into the top 3. Then contact them and say, hey, my website, you can tell them anything. You can say, I drove a ton of backlinking through to you, and because of it, you probably saw your real domains index drove up. Even past 136 or 45 real domains drove up like 250, okay? And then you say, okay, now that I got you all the way up here, you should be having a flood of traffic, because he will be. He just will be from the trickle down, right? He will be. And so then you say, I'm the guy getting you that traffic, right? So how about you either buy the website from me or rent it? And then just figure out a price, What's it worth? What do we say? Like if a month brings, 15,000 profit for being up in there, 15,000 profit, then you should sell to him for like 150 grand, right? And he'd be wanting to pay for it because it's already done. No one's making a promise. It's already finished. Say he doesn't want to pay for it. He's like, you know what? That's awesome. But we got so much word of mouth. We got so many direct contracts. We just can't use it. Sorry about that. You can let us slip. It's okay. And you're like, I'll be damned. Are you out any money? Heck no. You know what we can do with all that backlinking profile you created? We can redirect the backlinks from one company to another. We can do it in a single day. Literally. We can take them down from here, point them over there. We can even do it in spurts so it looks natural to Google. Do a few a day, few more a day, few more a day to cover all the domains that lead to the other guy, right? Looks perfectly natural to Google, okay? And guess what? First guy loses the rank. Second guy, surprisingly, rises in the rank. As a matter of fact, how do you know who the second guy is going to be? Because you don't want the same thing to happen. The second guy says, hey, you know what? That's awesome and everything, but I can't use it. I get so much word of mouth. And you're like, what, are you kidding? 2 in a row? So how do you make sure you get the second guy right? Well, it's very, very simple. You've got all the backlinks that pointed in. So what do? You call the second guy, third guy, fourth guy. You just call some guys and say, hey, here's the thing. I've got this website up here on the number 3 spot, and I want to get rid of it for this price, right? Or I can run it. I can swap all the linkage to drive you up there instead of that guy, because that guy straight said he's sorry, he can't use it. You can call him and ask. He flat told me he can't use it, and I could sell it to someone else. You know what's funny? If somebody calls that first guy and asks him, hey, is that true? You know what? First guy might even get a little nervous and say, you know what? How about I rent that site from you so you don't rent it out to the other guys? I mean, you can play them off each other. You can get a hold of 5 guys and say, look, I drove him all the way up there, and so he can't use it. So I'm looking for the highest bidder to send the links to. Okay. Could you even split it? Could the other guys co-op it if they can't afford to pay enough, to satisfy your whim? Sure. You can let 3 guys co-op it. So you'd split the links up across 3 destinations. It's the same keywords. Los Angeles locksmith, for example. Locksmith, Los Angeles. Residential locksmith, Los Angeles. Commercial locksmith, Los Angeles. Automotive locksmith, Los Angeles. Emergency locksmith, Los Angeles. Los Angeles emergency locksmith, etc., right? So you can split them up across 3, 5, 10 different companies. Okay, so I keep talking about Los Angeles locksmith, and this whole time you're probably thinking, yeah, but what about my program? I've got my keywords here. A bunch of keywords that people would think to search for on Google, and a bunch of brand names. They go, so what do? The answer is we create backlinks for your brand names, your domain names, right? That's what you call naked URLs. Okay, backlinks that just show your URL. Backlinks that say generic verbiage like click here or website or visit us. Google likes seeing all of it. They like seeing the naked URLs plus the generic terms plus exact match keywords plus keywords used in context, right? All that combination together creates a very natural backlinking profile. Okay, now that's backlinks. I've been talking about backlinks too, and that can go for anything, by the way. All these rules that you would use to shove a guy to the top for Los Angeles locksmith applies to anything anyone would ever type into Google. I've had people say, well, what about e-commerce? Well, it's exactly the same thing. What if somebody types little girl's tricycle and Schwinn pops up and a bunch of other ones pop up? Same exact thing. It's a keyword. If you create backlinks with those keywords, little girl's tricycle, Schwinn bicycle, who knows what, then yes, those are keywords that you can rank for exactly. So as long as you have pages that Google's willing to index, then they can be ranked, right? Now, having said that, how do you turn a situation really to your advantage? Well, you decide this, something like, what if I am going to become an affiliate for some program, and then I got my affiliate link, and what if I take my affiliate link and we make a super affiliate website for me, a super website for me, that I want to get all the traffic through my own website that can rank on Google, since the affiliate link probably won't. You just go check the affiliate link in double quotes on Google, see if it ranks, or if it indexes at all. And if it does, show me. Let me double check it before we put any money into it. But if it does, then we can drive it directly. But if it does not, okay, then you are wiser to have your own website. And frankly, since the owners of the affiliate link could do a redirect on that to their main site, you don't want to build a lot of equity, sweat equity into that affiliate link. If you can create your own super affiliate website to bring people there, warm them up with the videos and everything else, and then give them the click here link that goes to your affiliate link, the real one, right? That way, that final company, the one for whom you're the affiliate, cannot steal your work from you. They cannot kick you out of the program because they reserve the right to terminate you at any time for any reason. I mean, they could still do it, but the only reason they really do it is they get sick of paying you. Once they realize that you put a ton of sweat equity and the backlinks and everything online or other websites online, they figure you don't own those. They figure you're never going to go back and shut them all down because, if they kick you out of the program, you're going to have to find another way to make money. So they will just boot you from the program because now all that juice you created for them is going to keep pouring into them. They're going to keep getting tons of sales, right? They can always counteract you or explain why it's your fault if you try to complain online. But the fact of the matter is, what happens if you do all of it through your own website and you set up your own downline of people? Except it's not going to be people, right? I'm going to explain that in one more minute. But first, when you set up your own website, they can't just take it down, can they? If they kick you out of the program, you do something else with the website. You say, hey, we've sold a lot of things over the years. This is the best thing we found today. This is our latest program. Go here now. And so now it's going to be some other program where you called a few guys and said, look, I built up a lot of traffic, a lot of strength. And the guys I worked with last booted me. I want to make sure that if I bring my guys to you, my traffic to you, to your program, you've got a strong, great deal for me. Okay. High percentage, great payout. And you're not going to boot me, right? You can get it in writing if you want. And then guess what? You just flip the link to point to them, right? Drive everyone to that other program. So you get to bring your traffic with you from program to program to program. How many of you have ever had that opportunity, right? Or ever thought about it that way? Well, you can. That's the whole point, okay? Now, just to make this other point real quick, how do we prove how these guys ranked anyway from the keywords I was telling you about the backlinks, right? We go into link research on these guys, right? masterlocksmithla.com. Total inbound links, virtually 3,000. Here's the first 50 of them. Take a look. Anchor text. That's called a naked URL in the anchor text. They've got it for a follow link, a redirect link, and a no follow link. And they did variations. That is a variation of the naked URL because it has https://www. Right? And then they got even http://www. Right? You can bet they also have just www. See, they're doing all the combinations because that makes Google happy. It looks natural. They also have keywords, right? They put real keywords that they care about or their brand name into the anchor text, right? Then they also have generic terms, website. Click here to view website. Then they even have a bunch that have no anchor text at all. It's just a button you can click on that does not tell Google what it's for. There's a no follow and a redirect. Can we do this? Absolutely. We can do this automatically on your behalf, okay? Now, having said all of that, this is totally amazing. They got website with a capital S and a space in the middle. These guys know what they're doing. Okay? I downloaded that backlink profile because I wanted to see if they had any exact match keywords in there. This is their backlink profile. There was 2,900 backlinks, right? That 2.9, okay? 2.9K. So if you do this bit with anchor terms, right? Anchor text, right? It's the whole thing about the verbiage to click on, right? Like click here, website, right? Let me see, okay? Yeah, naked URLs in different formats, and then their main URLs. You saw some of that, right? No anchor text and so on. So they've got some here. Some guys did crappy work for them. I don't know who, but that's weird. So unless whynotbob.com is some alias domain that points in at them. All right, if I do a search for Los Angeles locksmith and I highlighted just that column, right? I'm trying to get it. Aha, they have a number in different places that are specific, right? If I say find all, oh, wow, it says 108, but hold on, let me make sure I got that right. Anchor text only, find all. Okay, 58, right? Find all takes us to 58 in the anchor text. Now that's cool, right? So what if it was like best? I want to find best in the anchor text too, right? And so I'm just going to start up here and say, find all. All right, doesn't even have it. But they could have top or who knows what. But then like their master, right? How many times do they use master? Oh, I know why they might not be using best. What, are they trying to compete with Yelp? They're wasting their time. Yelp said best, didn't it? Find all. 82. All right, there were 82. Okay? 82. So anyway, yeah, they're branding the right way. So what if we do that for you? What if we make a website as strong as that with as much backlinking strength as that, we do even a better job? Okay, let me point this out. This is fun. Okay, did this whole bit on Microsoft Word. I copied over their pages and counted. They got 1,600 words total through those 9 pages of their website. Okay, pretty fascinating. Any website that we do for you on the package I'm about to show you is going to have 6,000 words, which is about 4 times as strong, 4 times as big of a website to start with as them. Okay, that's cool. By the way, let's just prove this. Okay, let's say we go here, Master Locksmith LA, right? I just want to prove this, okay? What do we say? We counted through the links in their menu and say 8 or 9 pages, right? Google's showing 9, okay? I'm not kidding. That's it. Google can only find 9 pages on their website. There is nothing amazing or magic or incredibly powerful about any of those pages. They just have links pointed at many of the pages. Contact Us has 38 links pointing at it, right? Automotive has 29 links, pointing at it, probably dealing with automotive terms, okay? About Us has 36. Commercial has 33. See how the numbers are like 33, 34, 35, 36? What do you want to bet? It's the same stack of websites, for example, same 175 root domains for the whole website. But what do we got here? 33, 34, 39. Yeah, they're doing very similar jobs pointing at deep level pages of their website, right? We would do that for you anyway because we can do it automatically and it's a better idea. So if you have automotive keywords, you should point them at the automotive page, right? Your automotive keywords should not go to the main page. They should go exactly to this page. So if somebody does a search for car locksmith and they click on the link, it should land here, okay? Not on the home page. If someone does a search for residential locksmith, home locksmith, change my house locks, anything like that, they should be landing on this page immediately, right? They click on Google, they should land here, right? That's called deep backlinking, right? And it raises the page's rank on Google, okay, for each page independently that matter, okay? All right, now let's come back to this. I want to make the point because a lot of people say, okay, what if I don't have a website at all? What can I do? I'm going to give you the answer. You could say it's like 3 or 4 steps, okay? Step 1, these are easy. This is your 3-step program. It's easy, 3-step program. Step 1, find something you want to sell or promote, okay? Go on a hunt, okay? Do you want to become part of an MLM program? Do you want to get an affiliate link at Amazon? Do you want to become a reseller of leads for, some service? It doesn't have to be locksmith at all. It could be anything. It could be carpet cleaning, could be plumbing. By the way, you don't have to be afraid of companies. If you can send leads to anyone, you're their friend. They will treat you kindly if you are sending them leads. Trust me. Nobody talks bad to people who are sending them leads, especially if you did it as a surprise because you're on page 2 and you just want to find an underdog to help, and you can push them up to page 1 if they're willing to help you help them. Also, these guys, if you show them anything that you have competence at all or that you're building on their behalf, they're your friend. They're just your friend. They do not want you running to their competition because they turned a deaf ear to you. All right? Anyone who does, they are at fault. They are stupid, and their competition will tell you that. They were stupid for ignoring you and turning a deaf ear. Okay, so trust me, you're on the winning side of the equation the moment you decide to do anything for anyone out there, because you can. Okay, so what's it take? Well, once you figure out what you want to promote, knowing full well that we're going to set it up in such a way that if those guys do turn a deaf ear, we can redirect all that power to the next guy over, right? So you just let me know when you're ready. And you say, Dave, I want to make a full-size 6,000 word super affiliate website covering my topics, making me the expert in my field. Okay. Not that I know anything about the company, but I can get the site to rank because I know you guys, and you guys are going to rank it for me. See, we're going to rank your site for you. You're going to pay us. We're going to do it. We're going to rank it for you. And then we're going to create this massive backlinking profile for you, like these guys, right? 175 root domains with a bunch of links. You know what? Most of those links are just basic backlinks on some page somewhere, okay? We're going to do so much better because after we create your website, you're the super affiliate, you're going to have a bunch of other affiliate websites pointing in at you, okay? Those websites emulate this whole thing that's happening here, okay? They're going to point in at your multiple pages with the right anchor text for the right pages in the right combinations, naked URLs, generic verbiage, exact match keywords, and keyword combination usage. It's all going to be the right kind of profile. It's going to be through affiliate websites, okay? So how's that done? What does it take to do it, right? Because usually if you're doing it, these guys, if you ask them, how much did you pay for your website? What do you think the answer is? How much did you pay for the website and to get on the front page? Okay? These guys are going to tell you thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. They're going to tell you. $20,000 is like a drop in the bucket for most of these guys. As a matter of fact, the backlinking industry is a $65 billion industry a year. People pay and pay and pay and pay and pay like mad just to create backlinks that are going to lose their value in a month. Okay. So they got to pay for more and then more and then more and then more and then more. They're all doing this to each other. It's a joke. Google benefits from it. They don't. And many of them just get exhausted and start paying for ads, which sucks because now they're in a bidding war of their profit. Cuts right into their profit because every next guy has to. What if you can just play king of the mountain without having to mess with all that because we do it right? Okay, well, we're going to create backlinks for you that are actually affiliate sites pointing through all the keyword combinations into you by the hundreds. Okay, so here's how this is going to work. This is what this will take. If you go to website-installer.com, let me kill the mouse toolbar so you can concentrate, right? Okay. All right, here we go. Let me get back up here again. I've had all these tabs open forever and I'm recording, so I get this kind of weird effect from time to time. Okay. Kill that too. Yeah, my computer's being all slow. 1 sec. Thought I got that. All right, anyway. If you go to professional services, okay. All right. Then you're going to see the offer here. You can rent super affiliate websites for the cost of a domain name per year each. And you don't have to pay any commissions for any of those guys. Would you pay $12.50 to a guy and tell him, go out, get a domain name, get a hosting account, put up a website, go find one, put it up. Now, create unique images for it, then go write your own unique content, and then fit in backlinks that strategically cover all these keywords we hand you and generic terms and naked URLs and point them at our website. Okay? So here's $12.50, right? I'm buying you a cheap lunch. So do that for me. And by the way, I'm not going to pay you any commissions, but that's exciting and great to you, right? You will follow my every instruction and do it perfectly, right? You can't get humans to do that, but you can do that with this system now. You don't need humans anymore. We can do this en masse at scale for you, the way the largest dispatch companies in the nation create thousands of websites across the nation automatically from a central location, okay? We have 11 different servers now handling over 800 referral websites and growing. We're actually up to 850 and growing at this time. All of our referral websites have awesome technical scores for maximum Google love. Okay. Now we got a case study. This is just a cool thing to watch, about 8 minutes, worth watching. Down here, this is exactly how this works, right? This is how you get your backlinking empire growing, and you have the control over how it grows and shrinks with total flexibility. You're going to love this. This is awesome. So this is it. These are the instructions, really. This is basically it. Okay. Now, you're going to choose subscription plans, right? And the subscription plans would be if you're going to rent backlinks that you point directly to someone, right? You want your backlinks to point right to some guy like this, but down low on the page. In other words, say, and again, any keyword, it doesn't matter what, any e-commerce, Shopify, doesn't matter what, just choose something and go find someone deep down, like 7 pages deep if you want, or 3 pages deep or 2. You know, get someone who's in the game, but they're not doing very well. Usually page 2, page 3, okay? And then take your snapshots of their before, find their positions and stuff. We can do that, okay? This is so easy to do. And then what? Then we're going to grow them, okay? And in the case of when you do this project I'm about to show you at the scale I'm showing you, we provide you with monthly reports, right? We're going to show you the rank increases on all the keywords, and it's going to be white labeled for your needs so that you can show that to an end client as though you were the one who created it, okay? It's going to be white labeled for you to show to an end client month by month. So you can justify pay or whatever you want to justify. It's up to you. Or if you want to show those reports to a competitor because the first guy doesn't want to pay so that the second guy wants to pay, right? There you go. So anyway, whatever you want. Let me know if you got any questions about what works or doesn't work, right? I have people asking me questions left and right, and it's a good thing. I've had people change their minds about what they were going to promote so that they can promote something else and just show me a couple of things, and then they realize, oh, this makes more sense. All right, here's what's going on. These go from the low end of $125 a month, okay, which is kind of cool, but it's only 10 referral websites added per month, okay? Well, if you want to compete with these guys, what do we say, 176, right? That would mean 17.6 months, year and a half, if you want to go that way. What if you wanted to go bigger? What if you wanted to go like 40 new websites added every month? So you go 40, 80, 120, 160. Okay, that would take you 4 months to get to 160, which would get you close to where that guy is. So by 5 months, you'll be there. Well, who wants to wait that long? Okay. All right, 60, 80, and 100. If you want to go for big game and sell high, imagine what would happen. What if you paid this, okay? And you paid it like 2 months and you had 200 referral websites added monthly, right? 200. 2 months in, and you're going to be at a level where you're starting to rise to catch up with this guy, right? Okay. That's one thing you can do. Second thing to address, and that's if you're going to drive all the links directly at somebody's website and you have no website, you're going to drive all the links to this guy and then offer it to him. If he doesn't want to buy, then you just offer it to one of his competitors. His competitor will want to buy, and you can be selling that for a lot. Imagine, remember what it's worth to be up here pretty danged high, right? If you could get all the way up on the front page anywhere, And especially the top half of it, that thing's worth thousands and thousands, right? One of these websites, like this website today, if this guy wanted to sell it for $250,000, he probably could. Okay. This is probably a $250,000 sellable. Okay. This might be like a $200,000 sellable. This might be like a $150,000 sellable. Okay. Just to put numbers on these things. Well, what if you said, I'm going to build that? Okay. Here's the thing. You can do it with all the links pointing at one of those guys. If they don't like it, we swap them to someone else. And we can do that in chunks. It'll take a while, but we'll do it. So a couple more months, we'll drop them and then add them to the other guy. But you'll have it on maintenance mode at that point. It'll be simple. Having said that, what if you want to say, okay, Dave, yeah, but I want to create my own super affiliate website in the middle with 6,000 words. I want to make it huge. I want to make it stronger than everyone's website around me. And I want to just straight drive that. That'll be my affiliate website. That way, that will be like a T2H website with an admin panel I can log into, make adjustments to, change pages on, add things, remove things, do the whole var sheet thing, do the whole sitemap thing, and create pages for a bunch of other guys on my website with links to their affiliate links, and they're going to rent from me to be on my super affiliate site. I just want to show them through my leadership that I'm ranking and that they can just join me. Okay, here's what we decided. I had some guys come and say, is there a way to simplify to get that going? Here's what we decided. Your first month, $1,250, we are going to flat out build that stack of sites or that full-scale website for you, a true super affiliate website that is worthy of it. It's going to be something like if you wanted to go up against a master locksmith and you wanted a site like this whole thing here with the links pointing in, if you wanted to go that far in, yeah, $1,250 will get it for you and it'll be finished. And it'll have like 6,000 words of print to cover what? A bunch of pages on the site for major keyword combinations, okay? It can use your information for email and phone, but it doesn't have to. It can use an address for you, but it doesn't have to. Could be the address of the destination company, okay? Anything you want. Could use their information, phone number, whatever. We'll figure out what we're doing with you based on what it is you want to promote. You show us what you want to promote. We'll show you what makes sense for the opportunity. Okay. We'll build that website for you. And believe it or not, because it's true to form, this thing is T2H. The whole thing. You want to go to the pages? Fine. You want to do global variables? Fine. The whole thing works here to be able to create big sitemap. You want to optimize all your images on the panel with the click of a single button, full panel image optimization to make all your pages faster all of a sudden? Just hit the button. Everything here is set in such a way that you can pull it off. Okay? This is T2H. All right. Having said that, we'll make your entire super affiliate website here and you will be able to have your own affiliates. So you'll be able to draw your own crowd. That's if you want affiliates. But guess what's going to happen? First of all, we're going to do that. So that website will exist. And if you want to have your own downline, they're going to follow you for your leadership. You're going to get your affiliate cuts off their sales because you're helping guide their sales, right? What does every downline member want? The upline member support and help and to follow a model that's a great winning model. So if you're the super affiliate, right, we'll create your super affiliate project for you, right? And you're going to be that affiliate and you're going to be able to guide and lead, okay? So guys who have a downline or want a downline, right, that's an awesome thing to do. Now, you'll also have all the great control because say the program kicks you out, you can just redivert you and all your guys to the next program that you contact and say, hey, I'm going to bring a bunch of people to you as long as you don't kick us out. We like your program, but as long as you don't kick us out, we got a deal? Something like that. And boom, you'll just figure out the deal. It'll be like, yeah, just don't spam anybody. And you'll be like, oh, we don't even send email. I'll be like, okay, that's amazing. I can't wait to welcome you all aboard. How many did you say you were? Things like that are fun. But guess what happens? So your first month gets devoted to create your true super affiliate website and make that thing live. Okay? Now, that's great. That's amazing. And you know what I would do for that first month? Okay, first payment, first month when we hand it to you and say, hey, it's done. Take a week or two to do what? Just start setting up some basics. Put a Facebook account on it. Copy some of the content from your website and stick it on the Facebook page, right? Then we can link to it from your website. It'll just take a moment. Once you have the Facebook page up, which really takes no time, do a YouTube search for how to create a Facebook page, right? It'll take like 10 minutes to set up, 20 minutes to set up. Then what? Then we'll just simply, then you put some content in there and then get the link and we'll stick it on your website and a Facebook icon, right? That kind of thing. Like, you know what I mean? The little icons at the top or whatever, right? So like we'll get it up in here somewhere. I don't know where it is on this particular platform and it's not here. If it's not here, we'll add it. That's a breeze. Okay. So it'll be a lot like this guy's back here. See how he's got them? His don't click anywhere, but we'll just make yours click to your Facebook, your Twitter. Create a Facebook and a Twitter. There is no more Google Plus, but you can do anything else if you want. How about Instagram? You know, there you go. Then that's it. You know, now you got social profiles, right? You haven't done much of anything with them yet, but they exist. That's good. That just makes your site much, much stronger. Google wants to see those links, even if they're not hardly used. And do you need them? No, this guy doesn't have them. But if you do put them on your site, it gives you something to do for a couple of weeks. And then guess what? Your next payment. So your second month, when this happens, now comes the fire. We're going to create 100 referral websites across 10 different servers. That's going to act like a stampede of super affiliates came running in. They're all going to create perfect websites for you. All the websites are going to be great. HTML validated, maximized page speed, image optimized, HTML minified, on-page SEO maximized, covering all the right geo-targets, all the right keywords, and none of them are going to cheat. None of them are going to send leads to someone else. None of them are going to step out of line and spam anyone. None of them are going to make claims you would not make. They're all going to be legitimately fair, and they're going to direct people exactly to your pages on your website. And your pages on your website, of course, are going to warm people up and send them on to your affiliate link or reseller link or the final website, or make the phone call through the phone number on your website that records the call to the final client so that you can get credit for getting them the calls, get paid for that. Okay, do you see what's going on there? Then you might think, what about the third month? Okay, well, first of all, we could always pause if you need to pause or switch into maintenance mode. At this point, maintenance mode would be $100 a month. Now, for a lot of companies, $100 a month would mean what? We'll maintain those links so that, we won't take them down. Okay, that's fine. But we're way ahead of the game. You know what $1 a month does for each of these super affiliate websites? It's 6 pages each. In other words, 600 different pages with like 3 backlinks each on average. 1,800 backlinks leading into you after 1 month. Okay, through your pages. Okay, so if you've got a 10-page website, it's like 180 backlinks to each of the 10 most important pages on your site. Huge, huge power. Now, what happens if you decide to go into maintenance mode at that point? When you do that, we refresh those pages once a month. So we take like 25 of them during 1 week. We refresh them. So it's 25 times 6 pages get updated over the week. So that when the Google bots keep crawling around, they see that some of those pages have been updated, right? They take the snapshot and compare it to before. Oh, wow. Same URL, focus on the same location, the same major keyword, but the sentences have been somewhat rewritten through, okay? Some of the paragraphs have been changed. And what's that mean to Google? Someone's there on the other side updating the pages. You know how rare that is? Most backlinks get put out and never touched again. It's one of the easiest algorithms for Google to dismiss the quality of the backlinks. If you put out a press release and never come back to it, must not have been that useful. And if you're not watching it, neither is Google, right? What does Google find great about backlinks? You come back and grapple with them. They're no longer backlinks. They are live websites. These are super affiliate websites, not backlinks. And all of your super affiliates are going to go in there and update their websites. They're not just going to sit on them and let them collect dust and wait for the checks to roll in. They're actively going to work, whether they're getting paid or not, in keeping their websites fresh and strong for you. How's that for amazing? So the second weekend, another 25 websites get updated. So Google sees this natural flow. And you know what Google realizes? These 100 websites here are super affiliate websites. They're not backlinks at all. They're regular affiliates joining a program, doing their best to promote themselves, and they're all different. They're all strong and powerful and unique and have their own images, their own color schemes, their own fonts, their own domains. They're on different servers. And they are strong, and they're linking to you as well. They're linking out to authority sites and you and other sites in a right kind of pattern, the kind of pattern that Google likes to see. Share the wealth of information, have links go here and there. All that stuff's going to naturally happen. Okay? That's how that works. Now, what if you decided you were going to dare to go one more month? Okay. Another 100 super affiliates join your group for that. Okay, so at that point you'd be up to 3 payments, okay, $37.50 for a program that would compete easily with some of the largest $20,000 projects, okay, that exist today on the internet. Okay, and what do you think that thing's going to be worth as those links ripen, as the results climb, as the different keywords get won? What do you think happens? Your $37.50 investment becomes worthy of a, who knows, $150,000 website sale. Okay? That's the potential power there. And you can put it in maintenance mode while we're going through the act of selling it. $200 a month it would be at that point, because you'd have 200 super affiliate websites. And again, you're not paying $1 a site so we don't take them down. You're paying $1 a site so we keep refreshing through the contents of it. Google loves that, okay? They're not just backlinks, they're super affiliate sites. So when you sell it, you can sell it that way, so to speak, as a package. Will the guy who picks up the package continue to paying us, to either for maintenance or for continuing this? Yeah. Or you could have them pay you at your price retail and you keep paying us the wholesale to keep it up. You could tell them, hey, this is the price of the site down, plus you're going to owe however much per month, $5,000, $2,500, whatever you want, and I'll keep adding to it, or I'll keep growing it, or just simply you'll run on maintenance mode, $200 a month. It would cost you from us, and you're going to be charging him like $1,250 or $1,500 or whatever you want per month, or $2,500 a month. Anything that's truly competitive, $2,500 a month, $5,000 a month. Anytime you get guys to the top of keywords that are very highly visible, or a lot of keywords that add up to high visibility, yeah, that's worth a lot of money. Okay, especially if they can get in the site and make their own tweaks, their own SEO tweaks, their own message tweaks, their own improvements, just to suit their business a little better, to say certain things better for their needs. Once they have that login, they are so happy. They got this website at the top of the game. They got you that they can get, consulting from for the next 3 months is in the package. And what does that really mean? That means that you tell them to email you the questions. Whatever you don't know, you'll ask higher authorities or you'll ask your crew. All right. And that's just it. You'll ask your SEO guys. You'll ask your backlinkers. You'll ask your programmers. So anytime you get questions like that, ask me. See that? That's huge. I don't know how many of you guys want to play that way, but I'm telling you, this is just about as big as you can get for as low a cost as anyone ever gives. So, $2,500 in 2 easy payments. Okay? $1,250. Granted, that's a lot of money per month, but then you get a break for a month before the next $1,250. In the meantime, massive super affiliate website with at least 6,000 pages of content. It's like 10 pages with 600 words each on average. Is probably going to be more like 8 pages with like 800 words each on average, something in there, 700 words each on average, but that's okay, right? And it's going to be powerful, right? It's going to be all the main topics you need. And then we're going to drive all the keyword combinations to each of those deep end pages through your entire stack of super affiliate sites. Okay. And if you think about it, you could even sell the main website separate from the super affiliate sites, right? And so there you go. That's huge. It's truly huge. And you know what? One last thing. Some guys are going to be asking me, I know they will. They'll say, Dave, that's screaming awesome, but is there any way that you or guys you know can sell the site for me and then I'm willing to pay? Okay, let me just be point blank. If you are already sitting at the top of Google for major keywords and you are still afraid to contact companies and sell that site for 100% of your profit, sure. Us or others will step in and sell it for you. What do you think the salesman's going to want? Anywhere from 25 to 50% of the sale, right? The profit. So if you're willing to give up 25 to 50% of that profit, other guys are definitely willing to earn it. Because this is such a stupid, obvious sale. You could be a stuttering moron who owns this website. And the moment one of these guys down here, when you call them and hi, I want to show you my top ranking website on Los Angeles locksmith. Search Google. I'm number 222 or 333 or 555. You know what? They're listening. You can text them and say, I'd love to talk to you on the phone, but I stutter a lot, so I'd rather just type. Then you don't even have to talk to them on the phone. But surely, you can be anybody and they will listen and be kind to you because they will want to work that deal out with you for sure. Okay. I mean, so if you are willing to give up a chunk of the sale money, you know what that means? Take your cash, come back and get some more projects on a roll, big and small and everything in between, whatever it is you want to do, come back and do more. Turn it into a bunch of things you can buy, rank, and sell, right? Rank and sell. There are a lot of guys who make their living buying sites, ranking them, and selling them. You can do it at all levels of the game, but the best, fastest, strongest, most incredible, money to be made is the higher you climb, the higher we can drive you, the dramatically higher that end price becomes on the resale. And even if you're just selling an MLM program to the MLM owner, because it's real pages for their downline, right? That becomes huge. You know how many MLM program owners get exhausted because they're always trying to replace the attrition? So many guys quit their program because they got a replicated link, means they had to run out and sell. And whoever didn't start doing that the first 3 days probably quit. Okay, so if they can give them web pages that really rank and start to earn them some sales, even if it takes the web pages 3 months to start bringing them sales, what difference does it make? A guy joins the program, gets it, walks away, forgets about it, months pass, doesn't make a sale. All of a sudden one day, bam, a sale comes in. Oh, that was kind of interesting. He passes the information along to collect his commission, or he doesn't even have to. He just gets a check. And then a little while later, bam, bam, a couple of sales appear. Then bam, 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 there's like 4. He's like, whoa, wait a minute. What the heck is going on here? All of a sudden, he turns his attention back. This program is paying. Took them a while, but they're paying. What do I need to do to double up on that? Triple up on that? Quadruple up on that? You know what the answer is going to be? Get more into play. More websites and or more backlinks to your websites. Okay? If all that makes sense, you guys have a plan that'll set you free within a couple of months. Now, for all you guys who think, wow, that takes a couple of months, man, I don't know if I want to wait that long. Well, have you really been sold down the river that far for the nice shiny object? Some things you just build, but I want to make this point. When these guys started off in 2017, that was 3 years ago. They've probably been on the front page for 2.5 years, okay? But the fact is, if you told them back then, it's going to take you 6 months to rank. Guess what they said? Okay, what do I have to do? I'm just going to start working on it. If I can pull it off, I will. The answer is build up content on your site, get that much going, get a page for all the major things that you sell. Took them a while, probably. They got their 9 pages up. Now what? Go out and get backlinks. Drive it for the keywords you need. Get those backlinks. They went, okay. And they went on a roll and started getting backlinks, right? Wherever it was that they got them from. And who knows how long it took them to build that up. Maybe 3-6 months to get like 146 or whatever it was links pointing in at them. Most guys can just do a few a week or a few a day, depending on how busy they are and how tired they get trying, right? But after they did a few, they probably realized they could hire some other guys and just tell them what to do so that they could take it over. As they started to get some sales, they could double up on that. Next thing you know, they got like 140 odd, links pointing in at them. Well, I'll tell you what, you can do that automatically with our software and our system. You can make your super affiliate website in the first month and be ranking after that. Okay, second month in, you're massive. You've built up as much of a presence in those 2 short months without doing hardly anything except for just giving us some guidance so we know what it is you wanted to sell or put out there. And then you're free, okay? For those of you that want to go faster, don't build your own super affiliate site. Just use the money to start getting referral websites pointing right in at some guy. But you know what? Think about asset, right? I've had guys say, I've thrown money at advertising, and then the moment I'm done advertising, the money's gone. I say, yeah, whatever. Well, if you build up the backlinks and the guy doesn't want to buy, you can just resell them to someone else. It's not an issue. But why not build yourself a super affiliate project? Who knows how far that thing will take you? What if you're making 40 grand a month off of that super affiliate project you set up after some time? Okay? Think big enough to build yourself a plan. That, I guess, is the point I want to make. The time will pass. This 2020 block here right now will be sitting back here in just a couple of years. Believe it or not, it's going to feel like the blink of an eye. We're all going to be here. How many times did you think about something that was going to happen next Wednesday? And now that's way, way behind you somewhere. How many times did you say, wow, Christmas is coming around the corner? And it's way, way behind you, right? Time will pass. It's gone, okay? Don't try to get rich tomorrow. Try to build yourself up and get rich soon, but just stay rich, okay? Don't try to just flip some money on Forex. You might win today, but you'll lose tomorrow. Build an asset you can sit on like a rental property online. Wouldn't it be nice to have an apartment complex and rent out as many of the rooms as you can? Well, wouldn't it be nice to have one or more super affiliate websites or something like that you can rent out, so that you can have all these properties you're drawing income from, or you're driving affiliates into it based on your quote-unquote leadership? All they need to know is if they pay you some money, you'll include their affiliate links, create diehard links for them based on your own model, and help them rank for them, right? They're paying you money, and you're getting that into the swing of the backlinks, right? You're letting us know, hey, for this next payment, send links to this set of URLs right here to get some juice to these pages. Okay, that's for those affiliates there. All right. Yeah, you can set yourself up. All right, I think I made my point, and you get how to do it. Just go to websiteinstaller.com. Just the last point I want to make is just reminding you how to get there. Go to professional services. Make sure you understand what's happening here, and then go ahead and choose your weapons. And if you want to hit it huge, hit it there. By the way, there is a caveat we have that says you pay 10 positions in, and if ever you're not making enough money off any one project at all, you have the right to switch to whatever else is very profitable that we have going on, because we have lots of people doing lots of stuff. Okay? So wherever the money is, we'll place you into that because it's going to be huge. Again, locksmith, just the city of Los Angeles alone gets 3,500 hits a day. What about the nation, right? That's locksmith. You know how many industries are like that? Hundreds and hundreds, where there's just tons and tons of searches every day. How many people shop for household items? Kleenex, tissue paper, toilet paper. What in the world do you want to promote? Anybody's Shopify cart, anybody's Amazon store, anything that people are going to buy. Lipstick always runs out. Women are always having to buy new lipstick. Name anything that's a consumable, okay? Find brands that have something interesting to say, become affiliates, and let's start driving links at your super affiliate website for them, or your jewelry store for you, whatever it is. Okay, what do you want to become a super affiliate for? And then what later? And then what later? As you earn money, wrap it back in, grow up your properties. It's the same thing as buy a house, rent it out, buy a house, rent it out, buy a house, rent it out. With those 3 rentals that are coming in, get another house going. Now you got 4 rentals, so get another house. Got 5 rentals, get another house, right? That's what everyone says. Well, you can do it with online properties, and it's dramatically cheaper and easier if you do it with online properties. This is virtual real estate, okay? And it's built the way all winning websites are built. Make a great site, get a bunch of backlinks directly to it, right? Down through the related pages, and there you have it. That is exactly how you win front page. It's not the website itself, it's all those backlinks you push into your website, okay? And then all we have to do is decide where that phone number points. If we're renting, selling the leads to somebody, then this phone number here is going to forward the calls to the other guy. Any call longer than a minute, you're going to charge him. Okay? That's it. And then if he goes, wow, I'm too busy in Florida and I don't want to pay anymore, fine. We're going to forward this phone number to his competitor over here who said, I'll buy the leads. Start selling them to him. Can you take phone systems and round robin calls or call multiple companies at once, and whoever answers the phone each time, they get that lead and they're going to pay that bill if the call's over a minute long? Yeah, I mean, these systems are everywhere. You can rent those phone numbers for like $25 a month for the system and like $2 a month for the phone number. And you can have the same phone number call 5 companies in the area at the same time. Whoever you got the deals going with. And whoever grabs the phone up first is the one who's going to get the lead each time around. You don't even have to let them know you're splitting it because it's already going to be more leads than any one of them could handle. So you can have your one phone number could literally be on the phone with 3, 4, 5 companies at one time, okay? And you're collecting all your $15 at the same time. Imagine 3 calls running neck and neck at the same moment, and you're collecting $15 from each of them, okay? You could do that. All right, I've made my point, and I'm leaving you with this because it's a really great idea, and you should do it, okay? This is the biggest thing that we have going on now. And you should definitely get involved. This is what we're doing all year. 2020, we're helping people become massive. You're going to walk softly and carry a really big stick, and no one's going to understand how you got that massive or how huge you really are. It's just you're there, okay? It's like you're a silent giant. You just rise and rank up through everyone, and they don't know how that got to be you. And then it got to be you. Then it got to be you. Or all they know is some guy down here, Lion Locksmith, they've seen him forever. He's always been down there. No one thought much of him. All of a sudden, he just starts rising. No one knows why. They barely even notice. It's pretty imperceptible for a while till he hits the front page. Once he's on the front page, he knocked the 10th guy to page 2. That guy lost traffic. Doesn't know how that happened. Now the guy rises to number 9. So the number 9 spot just dropped to number 10. He lost some traffic. Wow. No idea how that happened. Then this guy jumps to number 8. The guy who was number 8 falls to number 9. He lost traffic. And on and on. Keep rising. The more higher you rise, the more everyone hates you. And mostly they're just in shock. They don't know how you're rising, right? But there you go. Super affiliate websites. If you have a bunch of affiliates driving traffic at you, yeah, you're going to rise. And if you don't have to pay any of them commission, that's the secret sauce that no one needs to know. Even if they do their own searches on link research and find your backlinking sources, it's just a whole bunch of other websites and no one that they can find at the end of those sites, right? They don't know how to contact anyone there. All the phone numbers and stuff point to the same place. All the information, the emails go to the same place, you. And then the regular contact forms go on to the final locksmith. So if they're like, hey, I need a locksmith, guess what? The guy's going to call them back and they're going to be like, Jesus Christ, how did that happen? And yeah, walk softly, carry a big stick, make your money quietly, be the unsung hero. All right,